Hey everybody, it's Gomedex back at it again with some more Momir. Let's just hop right into it. So last time we played, we learned the Zakama strategy, which is that every 9-drop in standard Momir is just a Zakama. Which is certainly pretty crazy. That definitely gives a lot more reasons to skip early land drops if you want, or not land drops, to skip early turns of just playing creatures if you want to make sure that you can have just a crazy bomb later in the game. I do still like just playing cards every turn. There's a lot of cards that'll randomly draw you cards in Standard. Anything with Explore will draw you a card. And also just creatures are more aggressively costed in Standard than throughout the history of the game. So we're just going to start off by playing a dude every turn, see what happens. Bloodlust Insider is a pretty good start. If I get any larger creatures later, they can just come out swinging immediately. Certainly like that. Opponent's got a Plains, they're thinking about it. Looks like they do want to start off immediately as well. They got a 1/1 flyer that can also give an attacking vampire +1/+1. Pretty good start, just being a flyer. Being evasive in Momir is always incredible. And then I got a 1/3. Well, I'm actually just going to see if they want to trade off 1/1s. Like, if I give the 1/3 haste, there's no way they're blocking, but maybe they don't want my stuff to get haste. Like, I really want that 1/1 flyer dead, so I'll offer them the trade there. Rather than just guarantee the 1 damage. So next up they have a Binding Mummy. Certainly could be good if they manage to get some random zombies later, otherwise it's just going to be a 2/2, which is the most likely, but there are a decent amount of zombies in Standard. Got a 3/3, well I'm going to give that dude haste. Save the 1/3 back to block their 2/2. I like just getting in there aggressively. Since I'm just going to be getting pinged for 1 every turn regardless, I want to try to put pressure back on them. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have just left the 3/3 back just to really disincentivize them from attacking. That's a pretty good 3-drop. So later in the game, you almost definitely will have 1 or fewer cards in the hand. So that's like, late game, it's going to be a 4/2 first strike, and if it damages someone, we'll both draw a card. Seems pretty good. Definitely, there's a lot of interesting things you could play around working with that guy. Discard Forest, we've already got one. Oh, that sucks. That's a 4-mana 2/2. I'll just attack in with the 3/3. Then I'll trade off my 2/2 with their 2/2 and block their first strike guy with my 1/3. I'm not really concerned about this guy until we get to the late turns, and by that point I'll probably have something with more than 4 toughness to block him anyway. Their 4-drop is much better than my little 2/2. that sounded really effeminate. My little 2/2. I will go ahead and just trade off with that 2/2, I think. Well, no, I'll just leave the board up. They're at 5 mana cards now. There's certainly a lot less zombies once you start getting into high mana costs. They're mostly at like 2 and 3 mana. So that's basically a 2/2. I don't know if I want to trade 2/2s off yet. Come on, like a flyer would be sweet here. Just some. Oh, well, there we go. Look who called it. Still not concerned about leaving that flyer back to block their 1/1. I'm probably going to take 4 to the face here. I'll just let the raptor in, but anything else I'll block it. Alright, they're just sending in the flyer. I like it. They've got their 5 mana card now. Decimator Beetle, that's pretty good. They can kill off my Bloodlust Insider once they attack here with that beetle. Well, it's not exceptional, but it is a 4/5 that also will kill one of my creatures, so that's, in my opinion, it's pretty good. We're going to do a 6-drop here. There is a little bit higher than a 1% chance we hit Demon Lord Bells and Luck and lose immediately, so pray for me, guys. We did not get Demon Lord Bells and Luck. Hell yeah. Alright, it's a 6/6 Death Touch. Seems good. Do I actually want to just give that guy haste and go at it? I think they have enough ground dudes at this point. I'm just trying to kill them with the flyer. Look, if I just go at it, they probably just block with their 2/2 Neheb. This guy does a lot more as a blocker than an attacker. Oh, they're just going to scoop. Alright. Okay, then. Yeah, I think I was just going to attack with the flyer there and then pass turn. I guess Tetsamok was too spooky for them. Hey, we got 50 gold just from some daily wins. Alright, round 2. We are 1 win down. It's taking a little while to load. My computer's not that great, so Arena is not insanely hard to run, but I am trying to run it on the highest settings, just so it looks pretty good visually. And I'm also running a recording program, so if there's any frame rate drops and weird stuff like that, that is why. It is not Arena's fault. I mean, some of the long loading matches might be Arena's fault, but I don't really know. Oh, wow. I started with like the best 1-drop, and then they were like, alright, I'll just play the best 2-drop. How do you feel about that? Feel pretty scared, that's how I feel. Narnum Cobra, I mean, I think I'm just going to double block that 1-ed Scoundrel and play a 5-drop. Yeah, these two don't actually affect the board that much later in the game, so the Cobra's certainly better, just being able to threaten Death Touch. Just a Death Touch blocker for whatever massive thing they do. Damn. I thought they might be considering attacking there just so they could attack with the only time I'm guaranteed to not save Death Touch mana up. But this is fine too. At least there's no real pressure on me. Now I got more dudes than them, which is pretty sweet. Look at all these dudes. Probably not really saving mana up for the Cobra until I hit like 8 lands, then I'll just play a 7-drop and save a green. That's a really good draw. So that's a flyer, and it also is just going to randomly give other things flying. They don't have another forest right now, so hopefully they just don't have one. But if I find any way to kill any kinds of creatures, I need to kill that ASAP. That's actually useless. It's just a 4-mana 2/2. That's pretty rough. Whisper returns creatures from my graveyard, of which I have none, and will never. Five-drop is a 5/5 because they control another blue creature. Looks like they still don't have a forest. Hopefully they will never have one. That would be awesome. But even just the 2/3 flyers is great in this format. Hey, a flyer we got there. It's a 5/4 flyer, 2, and whenever I discard a card, put a -1 on each of their creatures. Wow, that's good in this format. Wow. So here's another one of those really, really good cards for Momir. Their entire field's just going to get -1/-1 every turn as I play cards. Seems pretty awesome. I might actually just start going for 5-drops next turn, just to save the mana up for the Cobra, and also so I don't Demon Lord Bells and Luck. I say that like every game. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to hit Demon Lord Bells and Luck, but God, I'm scared of hitting Phage and Momir, and that's way less likely. Demon Lord's much more likely in Arena Momir because there's just way less creatures. Alright, here they go. They're saving their green-blue up. They want to get in a big hit here. Or they just want to put a counter on one of their guys, which is fair. If they put a counter on one of those guys, that'll stop it from getting a -1. Oh, I guess, yeah, they'll get a swing in there. I'm definitely not blocking. This Archfiend is just crazy. Crazy good. They could just keep doing that every turn, though, so I really need another flyer. I'm going to go for a 5-drop. I got to make sure it auto-pays correctly, so let's just actually cancel this. Where's the cancel? Oh, it did it right. Alright. I'll discard a Swamp. That's just a Fire Elemental. Alright. This is kind of rough. I am taking a lot from this one-head scoundrel. I really need another flyer. Oh, they're not going for it again. Thank God. Not another swing from that. Ah, shit. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's quite good. That is quite good. Just gonna go for a 7-mana card next turn. Really, really need flyers. Okay, I mean, I guess cool, because he was gonna die anyway, I guess. Just block it. Alright. 7 mana, let's go. Maybe I'll get the 7/7 Dairy Gaz. That'd be pretty dope. Hey, there he is. Yep, Dairy Gaz reincarnated. If I attack, they can just spend their mana and attack in back. So I don't really want to attack. I can attack with this 5/4 though. Maybe trade off with some of their little ground dudes. Yeah, I have blockers for everything else. I'll just do that. That guy can't put counters on himself, which is good, but Sphinx of Magosi certainly can. That can get massive. Throwing a counter on it, it's back to a 6/6. I can get to 9 mana pretty easily off that Sphinx of Magosi to get Azakama out there, but hopefully I can just kill them before that. Am I going to put another counter on the Sphinx? Nope. Alright. What is that mana for? Oh, draw another card, make it a 7/7. We'll drop another 7-drop. Say goodbye to the flyer they have outside of the Sphinx. Oh, gain 7 here? I think I'll just swing in now, actually. I mean, they're at 20 life, though. Yeah, I'll do this. If that Scoundrel dies, then I just get to play as a common next turn. They'll kill my Archfiend, but they'll take just a lot. Nice! Your boy Zakama's coming. Not right now, but next turn. Yeah, they're dead next turn even if I don't play anything now. They need something really, really good. They did get to get rid of the Archfiend, but they're gonna need a lot more than that. Got 5, so they can play an 8-drop. They gotta hope for a really good 5-drop. Oh, they're going for 8. Okay. Polyraptor, that does not do it. Excuse me. Alright, so there goes game 1. That was match 1, right? Maybe that was match 2. Time flies when you're playing Momir. Also, I don't have a clock anywhere to really know what's been going on. I don't know why my brain's not working right now. Kind of out of it. Was that our first win? That was our second win. Alright. We got a card, but it didn't. Magic Arena didn't really let us see what it was. Let's go into round 3. Versus an Ajani here. What's up, Ajani? Alright. Lead off with whatever we get. Hey! That's okay. It's a little 0-3 blocker. Late game I can draw a few cards. Basically, this makes sure if I make it to 8 mana, then I've made it to 9 mana. So I make it to Zakama if I hit 8 this game. Which I will have to skip 1 land drop or draw a card to do since I'm going first and just spamming cards out. The treasure token will do it for me. Alright. 3-drop, let's go. Opponent's skipping some drops. They clearly want to make it up to probably 9 mana. What is that? 3-2 can buff some other dudes. That's pretty cool. Opponent's turn. I'd be very surprised if they don't start playing some creatures now. Two flyer. Pretty good. Pretty good, just because flying is a problem. 4-drop. We got a bigger flyer. That's actually not, like, insane in Momir. It's just a 4-3 flyer. I mean, a 4-3 flyer is really good, but it's not like, oh wow, you're such a look-sack worthy. It is on par with that time my opponent got a Joda that other match, even though it's like such a big card in Standard. Luckily, it is bigger than that, which is pretty attractive. Like, have you seen that card? I would do that. That was a weird joke. I don't know why I said that. Hey! Best 4-mana flyer followed by best 5-mana flyer. Let's go. Not actually sure if the Phoenix is the best 4-mana flyer for Momir, but it's good. That was a really strange choice by them, since they decided to take the 5 damage to the face, but then just chump block anyway. They could have saved more damage by just sacrificing it instead of taking 5, because then they'd take 4 instead of 5. That doesn't have flying. This game looks like it's probably just going to end pretty fast here. Let's not do that, actually. Because they're almost definitely dead, so I'm not gonna do 6 mana here. Because Demon Lord Bells and Lock can just kill you. If I get any more dinosaurs, they're not gonna take damage, which is cute. They have a flyer, but that is not 2 flyers, and as such, I got there. That was what happens when you get 2 pretty beefy flyers in a row in Momir. Especially in standard Momir, when there's not as crazy like removal creatures to get. There aren't creatures you could get that are just like kill every other creature. Alright, so 3 wins in, going into round 4. Can we 5-0 again? That would be awesome. Maybe this will end exactly like last time, and I'll just be stuck at 3 wins until I lose out in the end. Ideal draws allow you to curve out. This is Momir. You always can curve out if you want to. Versus a Tezzeret. The planeswalkers they pick really don't matter. I just like to point it out because it kind of shows off a little bit about their personality or which characters they like the best. I like Karn because he's kind of just a blank slate. He doesn't really tell my opponent anything about me. I'm just like, it's Karn. Everybody likes Karn. Karn's a dude. I do like artifact decks, though. So Karn makes sense in that sense. But I also just don't like Tezzeret as a character that much. So Karn is my go-to, like, I like artifact decks character. So we've got a good start to the curve out, just getting a flyer at all. Oh, followed by a haster. Well, that's... Yep. They're going to have to start playing some cards next turn, whether they want to or not. Because you start at 20 life in this, so... Don't start at 24 or anything massive. Oh, they don't want to. They still don't want to. They're going to let me get the early plays in. They must be all in on that Sakama plan or something. See if I get another haste, dude. Nope, but it's 4 power for 3. Very good start. Very aggressive start. Does opponents still want to hold off? Do they want to make it to Galta? Maybe they really want to play Galta. Who knows? They have a 2-2. This is still going to be another just swing in then. That 2-2 certainly does not stop my 4-3. If you want to trade off with my 2-1, that's fine. There's another great aggressive card. Afflict 2, so even if they block, they're taking 2 more from that guy. They are at half their life already, and they are on 4 lands. This guy also has fire breathing if they don't block it. If they get like a Dreamcaller Siren, then they're just dead. Well, they got a 2-5. That's a pretty good one, except thanks to Afflict. It's not that great. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a 5-drop here. If it has haste or if it's like a Demanding Dragon, they just die. Played a mountain there for his ability. So they got to block the 4-3 here. They take 4, go down to 5 life. They would have just been dead if I controlled another dinosaur, actually, so that's pretty cool. So odds are they can only get 1 blocker here, which means they're probably dead, because they can block my 4-3 and my 4-4. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, plus I pump him once, they are dead. Block there and there. Then I pump this guy. And hit him for 5. There is round 3. Or round 4 maybe? I'm not sure. Round 3, I think. Once again, I've lost track. Because Magic Arena matches go very fast. They're just one game. They're not best 2 out of 3 or anything. We got a random card. Let's see if it lets us see what it is before it takes it away. Oh, it does. We got a Morbid Curiosity. Well, that's useless because that's going to rotate out immediately. We also got a booster pack. So that was 4 wins down. We just need to win one of the next 2 matches to win this event. So let's see what's in our pack. We got a Thorn Lieutenant. That's cute. Yeah, it's cute. I think some decks played a little bit like mono green hexproof stuff. How do I get back to the games? There we go. Alright. On to the last 2 rounds. Let's see how we do. Mid-range decks use efficient creatures. Bunch of tips for formats that are not Momir. Irrelevant tips, ho! Yeah, I don't think they'd waste the time to throw in some Momir tips. That is fair enough. We're playing against a Sarkin over here. This person probably likes dragons. See if they can get some demanding dragons against me or something crazy. Maybe some of the Elder Dragons. Ooh, Nicol Bolas is probably just straight up the best 4-drop in Momir. It's a 4/3 flyer for 4. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say. Now I know for sure. Rekindling Phoenix, not the best 4-drop in Momir. That's probably Nicol Bolas, now that I think about it. I'm not going to -1/-1 itself. Okay, drop a mountain here. Got like a million planes in his hand. I like that dude. I love afflict creatures when you're playing creatures early and your opponent isn't. So looks like they have the cards to make it to turn 7 now. Or not turn 7, but to 7 mana cards. Maybe even 8 mana cards. I'm not really counting that well. They got a 1/3 skilled animator. Adorable. See if I can get like an explore creature or something. So let me just keep going every turn. It's another afflict creature. Not going to discard a card to it. It's basically the same as this Kenra Eternal here. Where it's definitely going to get some damage, at least if they stick with just the 1/3. They are on the play, and they're saving their cards, so they will be able to drop a Zakama before me, which is spooky. They got a Snapping Drake, that's bad. Yeah, I'm like, if one of us doesn't get something really good early on here, and this just becomes a late-game Zakama where I'm going to lose that one. Ooh, does this guy have haste? Nope, but it is bigger than their flyer, so that's good. Just send in with the Afflict guys. Well, that changes things a lot. Now I am still on a pretty good aggressive start, even though we went second this game. Oh, they are going to block there. Alright. It's surprising that they would trade off their flyer there, but they can very easily get another flyer here pretty quickly. Like so? Nope, that's just a trample dude. He does like 1,000,000 damage, but I think I'm fine just taking like 1,000,000 damage. I'll play plains here rather than a swamp. Just in case we make it to Sakama. I doubt this game's going to go that long at the rate that we're going right now. Got a 4/3 haste. Oh yeah. Let's get in there. Now this Charging Tuscaton's gonna do like 1,000,000 to me, which is a problem, but I'm just hoping I get something to block him like next turn. I don't really want to block him with this charging dude when I have the forward momentum right now. I can hit them down to real low if they don't block, and they didn't block. However, they can just come right back at me and put me at just as low as they are here. Not a flyer. It's not a flyer. Oh, yeah, it's not a flyer. It does have trample, so I'm stopping 2 damage by blocking with my 1/1. I think I'll just take 8 here. Just hope I get something good enough to block here, because I kill them in 2 turns off of this Blade Wing. Alright, all we need here is to not hit Demon Lord Belzenlock. And then they need to not hit a flyer. Okay, that's pretty good. That blocks that guy very handedly. Alright, if they don't get a flyer, it's over. They are at 7 mana, so their creatures are a lot scarier than mine now. That's a 7/7. Does not have flying. So I think we just 5-0'd, man. Oh my god. Oh, yep, they're just gonna scoop. I was like, are they gonna make me do all the blocks? There's our second 5-0 in a Momir event. That feels good. That's pretty nice. Guess let's see what random cards we got along with our gold. Getting paid back to us. And we just get some more random gold from daily wins. Let's claim our prize. 600 gold and Hazaret's Monument. Useless. It's going to rotate out very soon. And Daring Saboteur. At least it doesn't rotate. And actually could see a little bit of play in your Curious Obsession type decks. So very cool. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all again for another Momir's Madness at some point. I almost definitely will be playing more. Yeah, not much to say. It worked out. We got one. We did it. See y'all later.